That's a pretty big thing to get on there, so we will be on there. Here's a list of all the different bands, and this is just a few of them. I think we've got about 36 different bands. I don't know if they can see that, Christian. There we go. About 36 different bands that are going to be performing, but this is just a laundry list of those. And then they're going to have yoga on the beach at 8 a.m. You want to go check out some yoga?
I'm not up at 8 a.m.
Me neither. I won't be making that one. They're going to have 3 different lakes. They have 3 different lakes with different activities. They've got zip lining. They've got nature walks. There's just so many different activities. So it's not like the traditional events that we've had. This is actually a retreat, and it's going to be on a Friday and Saturday. You can actually stay and camp over if there's primitive camping available if you'd like to do that. And then for anyone that is getting a vendor booth or as a sponsor, we do actually have some of those still available, but they're going to be there. Potentially you can use your RV if you like to bring those in. So it's going to be a really cool time. And this shows a couple of the different people that will be out there speaking, and we'll be adding and updating this as we go. So this is definitely going to be a really fun event. And I actually have a video. I'm hoping that the volume works okay on it. Let me go in here and see here. I'm going to start it from the beginning.
Where you start talking about the bands, the sound came on.
Okay, we're going to start this. There we go. Well, I messed it up. There we go. So there you have it. If you guys want to check that out again or want a little bit more information on that, that's available on my page. But that's just a really quick overview of the event. It's going to be a great time. So I don't know if you heard about it, you want to come out to. We definitely going to have a lot of fun. And there's actually an industry mixer after hours. So basically the doors open at 8. Vending is till 8 p.m. You can be in the lake and you can be doing all different activities out there. And then they'll actually have movies on the lake from 8 to I think 10, like Cheech and Chong, and there's some different things that they're going to be having out there on the lake. But then when that shuts down and everybody goes camping and the patients and guests go camping, at 10 o'clock we're going to crank it up as owners and business owners in the industry, and until we're done because we're camping. We'll be out there hanging out. So there is an industry mixer available. So those tickets will be going on sale as well and will be available at the location. So it'll be a really good time. So it'll be Friday, Saturday night. We'll be making it happen. So definitely if you haven't got your tickets or you got your booths or whatever, get on it because it's going to be a great time. And then tomorrow I'm actually going to be out at the grand opening for the Greens Bakery 2. They are opening in Crescent, Oklahoma. We'll be out there doing our chronic docs. We'll be doing our patient drive. It's only going to be $125. That includes uploads to see the doctor, and we'll do all the paperwork for you and get all that stuff knocked out. So I can't wait. So that's what we're doing there. Let's see what else I got going on here. That's just our regular old chronic docs. Oh, this was something really cool. I know that we've been talking about the Learn and Burn. This is a patient mixer that happens every second Tuesday of the month. This will be our first one we're launching, so we're definitely hoping that everybody comes out. It's sponsored by Organics OKC. They're actually going to bring out a grow tent and lights and soil and fertilizer and newts and lights and just all kinds of stuff. And they're going to teach people, us patients, how to do this so that we can actually grow our own medicine, because not everybody is able to purchase in the dispensary or need to be self-sufficient. So we're trying to be able to help the patients and have a place where we can network and we can fellowship with each other. It's in our 16th Street Event Center, which is literally just right down a couple doors down here from the Grinder and from our Chronic RX Medicine Cabinet showroom. And so we're going to have a different topic every month. And so this is our particular topic. It is $10 just to come in, but you do get a little drink ticket when you come in. So definitely, if you're looking for something, you guys are like, oh, I don't know, there's a lot of these business-to-business network, but this is for the patient. So won't be people selling you stuff, and won't be, it's people just like us, patients getting together, having a good time. We've got the inside area, we've got the backside area where we're going to have tables and chairs set up where folks want to medicate and do whatever they need to do is going to be fine as long as you're a card-carrying member. And then one thing we're doing that night also is we're going to have a patient drive here also from 6 to 10. And it's going to be $100. And that includes the OMA upload. And basically, you're going to get a free one ticket free to get into the mixer. So if you come out, get your recommendation, then you can go ahead and swing on down to the mixer and get in to be with them and learn how to set up your grow tent, basically. And then we also, for the folks that have tons of plastics, like we all have, everybody's got them. We've all been talking about it. We're trying to do something different and trying to figure out a way to help recycle. So if you guys want to bring your used plastic containers with you that night to the Learn and Burn, we'll go ahead and we're going to do a baby sneak peek to our Chronic RX showroom. It's not a dispensary open to the public. It's just for special occasions. It's for business-to-business networking and sales for products. And but it'll be open that night for you guys to come in and get a couple things if you want to. But if not, we'll take your plastic containers off of you so we can try to help recycle and try to help make a difference. So definitely bring those in. If you do, you'll get 10% off. So that's pretty cool. Let's see. I think that's about all the business. Oh, we did have a solar company. This is a solar company that was added today, Canna Solar. They're actually going to be helping large business grows or even in smaller grows put together the solar energy, because the Green Retreat, it's not all about just cannabis. It's actually trying to show people how to be sustainable and how to save money. So we actually added them today as well. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. So lots of good things going on. So real excited. So, yeah, I'd like to welcome Grady. How you doing today?
Good.
Good. So you made it over here and found us okay, and you're over here getting ready to tell us all about your great company. So tell us a little bit about what you guys do.
Well, we actually provide security for dispensaries, grow farms, processing facilities. And then we also do OBN and health department compliance for those facilities as well. And then we offer transportation.
Oh, wow. So you do a lot.
Yeah.
Wow. So this is your Facebook page where they can find you if they like. It's Henrickson Investigation Protection Services. Tell us, what are some of the biggest concerns you're seeing or people are asking you when you get calls? What are some of the biggest things you're seeing right now?
The biggest thing is what kind of options do we have for them? What kind of options do we have pricing-wise? What kind of options do we have as far as coming in and out? What kind of options do we have for patrol at night? Because some of the facilities have been getting hit at night. So do we do patrols? We actually have patrols that we can actually put her into play, and they can come around and check your facility a couple times a night. Armed security officers inside the dispensary when they're open because there's cash and product moving around, things like that. That's a big issue for people.
Now, the misconception I've been hearing some people say is that because it's still a Schedule I drug, you can't be armed. Is that true?
Well, that is actually coming into question, and I actually have an attorney that is coming to my office on the 22nd for my event that will be talking about that.
Okay.
So I don't actually have all the answers on that and how all that works. As of right now, I do believe it is you cannot, but I do believe it's coming that you can.
I know I called and talked to Cleet myself, and they're kind of just give you a lot of vague answers. They don't want to say 100% yes or no. So I know that was something that as a dispensary owner, I know we're not supposed to have guns in there. But if you hire an outside company like yourself, it's just you can't get a straight answer all the way around. So
well, and as us being a third-party contractor, we're not in touch with the product. We don't have anything to do with the product. We're not allowed to have any touch with the product. So that keeps us separate from where you guys as dispensary owners use your product, touch your product, move stuff around, having a firearm on with Schedule I drug. That could be an issue. So I can see why they don't want to give you a straight answer because they really don't know yet.
Right. Yeah, definitely. What are some of the preventative measures that some of the dispensaries that when you go in and you look at them and you're given quotes and things, what are some of the things that you see with just the beat of the street with the thefts that are taking place? Like, what are some of the things that are happening just with theft? Like some things that, because we were just talking about it off air, is a lot of folks aren't hiring yet. And because everybody's still pretty much pouring all their money into their dispensaries and their grows and just everything to get off the ground. And, they're working a million hours. And, security is one of the things everybody knows everybody would like to have, would need to have, but they're kind of like, do I got to get it? Is it that time? Like, what are some things that you're seeing just out in the community as far as the type of thefts that are happening that you would say they need to call you?
Well, a lot of stuff that I see is you're in a dispensary. Usually there's one person there because, just like you say, there's not a lot of money. They don't have a lot of staff. So that one person steps in the back room while they're there. They clean out the shelf. They take off. I just seen it the other day on TV, things like that. Or they come in, you have one person in there, and they take stuff and they run right out the front door. I mean, they cut a smell jar loose, anything like that. There's just nobody there to help them. And that's where security comes into play. That guy's standing there. That guy's the guy that's going to chase them down. That's the guy that's going to take care of them. I did hear the other day about a dispensary owner that chased somebody down and is now facing charges because he left his product in there all by itself.
What?
Yeah. So that's what one of my business partners was telling me about today, that he's seen that. And I was like, so I'm actually trying to get him to send that over to me because I'd like to take a look at it.
Yeah.
So, and then on the other side of things, we do criminal defense cases and stuff like that on the PI side. So that's where we look into stuff like that and help dispensary owners and things like that to stop those problems. So I look at it from both sides of the spectrum as, this and this, can we do this, can we do that? And talk to attorneys and stuff like that on what we can and can't do, what we can and can't have, and try to move forward and stay ahead of the industry to keep people safe, keep the patients safe, keep the staff safe, and the products safe. Because if products get stolen, then it's a problem with OBN and everybody else, and then you have people in your facility that you don't want in your facility. So
tell us a little bit about your background. Like, what kind of training and experience do you have?
Well, I actually train at SOR Training Center down south, and I've actually been in the business for 3 years. I do security. I've done security for other companies, and then I went out and started my own company, and I ran PI businesses for 3 years.
Okay.
And then doing the PI work, I decided to go back over to the security side because I like it a little bit more than the PI side, and it's a little bit less time consuming than the PI side because I'm not out all night. My fiance likes it because I actually get to come home. So, she enjoys a little bit of time versus what she used to get. So, and that's been kind of nice. So versus me going home, eating dinner, and then going, I'll see you tomorrow morning when this case is over.
Right, definitely. And you'd mentioned that you guys also help with transportation.
Yes, we do transportation. So we transport for grow farms, dispensaries, processing. Anybody who needs transportation, we take care of it. So, and we do it all over the state.
Oh, okay. Do you have any big events coming up in the near future that you want to talk about? I know you mentioned something.
We do have our event coming up on the 22nd at our office. Just like I said, there's going to be people there, attorneys there, talking about 788, the new laws that are coming out, the new gun laws that are coming out. We're going to have some insurance people out there talking about industry insurance, things like that. And then I will be talking about security and all that. Actually, we'll have one of our lead instructors at the school talking about training that security officers should have for dispensaries and things like that. I'll be talking about the insurance and as well as the insurance agents the insurance that these people should be carrying, so you're not liable in case they do get into an altercation with somebody and they decide to sue. If they don't have the proper insurance, it comes back on the dispensary owner. Things like that. So these are things that people in the industry really need to know, need to be aware of when they are hiring security, is hiring the right security.
Right. So here you got a little advertisement about some summer pricing that you've got going on.
We do. We are actually doing a deal right now for everybody for this month up until the event. It will be $24 an hour. So it's what we're offering for armed security for your dispensary. And we are in all the major cities, things like that. We even do some small town stuff, depending on where you are. And if I can't take care of it, I have somebody that can.
Okay. Great. And is there hourly minimums with your contracts, or is there like a contract term that they have to sign up with you, or normal, like what's the standard for that?
Usually, depending on what it is, I try to get them to do if they want to do monthly or biweekly. So it really gives them an option of how they want to pay, how many hours they want to do. I try to do at least a 4-hour minimum to make it worth the guard's time to show up.
Mm-hmm.
So that way they get paid, and they're making some money.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, we try to keep it, reasonable for the people, because if it's reasonable for the dispensary owners and things like that, it stays reasonable and it doesn't go to the patients.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my biggest thing, is keeping the cost down, because when I first started, people were like, we're going to charge $30, $40, $50 an hour.
Yeah, that's
And
what
I'm
we
like,
heard too.
I'm not going to charge that much, because that goes to the patient, and we're here to take care of the patients. We're not here to take care of us. We're not here to make $1 million. I'm here to make a living.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's my biggest thing, and that's the biggest thing that I preach to all my guys is, you're here to make a living. You're not here to get rich.
Right, right. Cool. Well, do you have an event set up here on your page that we can go to?
I
or
do. The event right there.
Right here?
Yes.
Okay, let me go down a little bit further. There we go. Let me click on in here. All right, cool. So this is going to be Saturday, June 22nd, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the SOR Training Center, 2334 North Moore Avenue, Building B in Moore, Oklahoma. So if you guys want to learn a little bit more about the security and compliance and just kind of the ins and outs and what's necessary to stay safe, keep your location safe, keep your product safe, keep the patient safe, and get everything, because that's the thing, is staying ahead of it and looking at it beforehand and catching it before there's a problem, and not being reactive, being proactive.
Yes.
Right? And that's where I think a lot of folks here in our state sometimes we're all just going so fast to get everything open and trying to get everything out to the public and trying to do it that we cut corners and don't always look at all the possibilities. So it's good to have a resource like yourself to call.
And then for anybody that can't come down, if you do want, give me a call. I'll talk to you over the phone. I'll come out and visit you wherever your location is. I'll be in Lawton for Green Grow Lawton.
Okay.
So I'll be down there for that event. I have a booth down there, and we'll be doing the security for that event. So talk to me, talk to my guys, anybody that's down there. We'll take care of you.
For sure. And then you mentioned your consulting side. Tell us a little bit about what all you do on the consulting side.
So I do a lot of consulting for the OBN and the health department, things like that. A lot of the dispensaries that are opening, I go in and help them do their build outs, things like that. I set them up with all the people from security, camera systems, basically anything you can need, I can set them up with.
Sink.
I have a contact, the sink. I actually have a guy that does
sink
sinks.
for edibles.
So
they can do edibles now at the health department.
Exactly. So they love that, and they love the mop sink. That's a big thing for them. So they love to have that mop sink. So, but that's actually been one of the biggest issues around is, do I have to have a mop sink?
What are some of the things with the health department? I mean, I don't want you to give away all your secret sauce because you're consulting and everything, but for the people that are getting into this, because that is something new with the health department, is getting that license, and they actually are coming around enforcing it, because I know I've had to look into it just recently, getting a new license and whatnot. But what are some of the changes that are happening in order for the edibles to go into the dispensaries from that side of the house, as far as getting your building ready?
So it really depends on where you are. It's actually surprising. When I actually got up into Tulsa, you actually have to submit a full building plan to the health department, telling them where your lights are going to go, where all your stuff's going to go. I mean, it was crazy compared to what it is down here. So it's a whole different market up there. It's a whole different thing, and they actually have to approve your build out prior to you building out up there. So it's one of those things that it really depends on your market as to what they're looking for. Some people are looking for certain things. Some people are looking for mop sinks. Some people are looking for, if you have all carpet, do you have a carpet cleaner on site instead of a mop? Does your bathrooms have carpet? And if not, then you have to have a mop. Those are things that, and a mop sink and all that stuff. So those are things that people are like, well, I have a sink. Well, you can't use the same sink that you wash your hands in, things like that. So it's one of those deals that really depends on where you are and what they're looking for. But I talk to every health department in every county that I work in or consult in before I ever go consult with the client.
Okay.
So, and I speak with them and I work with them and I start building a relationship with them. And just like Tulsa, I have a direct phone number for them. Down here, I have a direct phone number for them to speak with them at the health department and all the counties down in this area, because I do a lot more down in here than I do up anywhere else. But we're actually expanding. I have people calling me from all over. I just went to Tulsa 2 weeks ago and did a consultation. So I mean, it's one of those deals to where it's growing and expanding on that side, because people are looking, because the rules are coming, the enforcement is coming. I mean, the health department's enforcing now. OBN's coming later. They're already setting it up. They're taking training classes. I just talked to one of the head of OBN the other day, and she was in a training class. She's like, I'm in a training class. Any of your questions, just take care of them and send them over to me via email, and I'll get back to you in between classes because I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, that's not a problem. I can take care of that. But we have people that we can call. We can get answers that day. If not that day, I'll have them to you by the next day.
Well, it's definitely good to have somebody on your team because knowing most of the business owners, we're extremely busy, and we need someone that can help us kind of dot the I's and cross the T's. So that's a good person right here to have in your network of folks to call, is someone that can help you out. So if you don't have somebody, definitely give him a call, Mr. Grady Henrickson, and you guys can find him on Facebook. What's the best phone number? Is it just the number on your card?
Yep.
It's going to be the 405-249-2258. And you guys can give him a call, or you can reach out to him on Facebook, and it's Henrickson Security and Compliance. Oh, well, that's his event. But Hendrick Security is that. So, huh? Oh, okay. Let me stick it on the GoPro then, so we can put it on there.
But yeah, that is actually my cell phone number, so please don't call me at 2
Yeah,
o'clock in
don't
the
call
morning.
him all late at night.
My fiance doesn't love it when my phone rings at 2 a.m.
Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, there it is. Bam. If you can see it, everybody. It's got his email and his phone number. But yeah, go check him out up on Facebook, and definitely if you're available Saturday, June 22nd, from 11 to 3, go over to the SOAR Training Center at 2334 Northmore Avenue, Building B in Moore. Now tell me, as far as the types of staff that you hire, what kind of background do you look for when you're looking for a phenomenal security employee?
Well, so actually having the training school, I actually use the ones that go through our Program A class. So they have an option of about 30 classes to go through, and the ones who actually do the training back it up, and those are the guys that I look for, the ones that come in and take the multiple training. They don't just take the very basic. So I actually have every class that we offer, I have taken personally, and then I re-up every couple of years on those as we go through to renew my license. And then I take classes in between on DUIs and things like that, and all that training as well. We did a firefighter training a few weeks ago. You can see that on my Facebook as well. We did a firefighter training because I'm now a cleat instructor.
Okay.
So to teach the fire block and cleat, you actually have to go be trained by firefighters. So we went out and did that and got to play with their cool toys, because they have a bunch of cool toys that you get to play with when you go out there. So I did that as well. So now I'm an instructor. So now I look for the guys that are like me. They want to do something. They want to build something. They want to work. They want to show up. That's my biggest thing is if you show up and do the job, that's all I ask for. So
Don't go to sleep.
No. But the training to me is key, because the more you're trained, the better the officer you have.
Right.
So the more, if a situation was to break out,
They
say
know how to
somebody's
handle
arguing,
it.
they know how to go in and talk the situation down versus making it worse.
Right.
So, and that's where I find a lot of people come in.
So you're not just putting a security shirt on some dude you found on the side of the road, it's half teethless?
No,
I've seen that a lot in the dispensaries.
it happens. So it does happen. But yeah, no, we actually put our guys through training.
That's
They
great.
requalify every 6 months on their firearms, all that stuff. So when you have to shoot around an 85 to get into the dispensary part of it, and a 90 or above to be in the transport part of it. So
Okay.
we require minimum shooting requirements, things like that.
Now, do you have any photos on your Facebook within your transportation vehicles?
We do not show our transport vehicles. They are private.
They're
and
top
we keep-
secret because you don't need to know what they look like.
That's right. If you want to know what they look like, hire
They're
me. I'll be more than happy to show you
incognito.
when we get there.
When we come pick up the cash or we come pick up the other stuff, yeah, that's where it's you'll know we're there.
Yep.
Well, you got to be like that, definitely. So, okay, great. Well, is there any other special event dates or anything else you'd like to cover? We make sure get all your good information in.
We will be doing an event on the 15th. We'll be doing security for the event for where they're auctioning people off. I don't know what the name of that event
Okay,
is.
yeah, we're doing that too.
So, but yeah, we
Larry's
will be.
emceeing it.
Yep, we will be out there.
The speed dating
Yep.
thing for the victims and stuff here.
Yep, we will be out there doing the security for that. So
Okay. Well, we'll see you then because, yeah, Larry's going to be emceeing that. We'll be out there. He tried to say he's going to auction me off. I'm not going for it. I'm not
come
going
on,
to
you
have
can
it.
do it.
I might do it for charity. I mean, if I get to eat something. I like to eat. You know, the date consists of a restaurant. I might go eat somewhere. So, but it's for a good cause. So who knows? I haven't been put up there. I'm not as cute as some of the chicks they put up there.
They
But,
didn't even ask me, so you're ahead of the game.
Larry, he's going to get auctioned off. He doesn't even know it. I'm going to get up there and auction him off. He doesn't know it. He likes to wear Weedos. He's going to be out at the Green Retreat in Weedos.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and he has a pair for you if you like them, if you come on out there, because there's 3 different lakes, and he's going to do cannonballs, and he's going to be doing all kinds of craziness.
I just want to ride the slide.
I know.
I mean, that's all I want to do.
It looks amazing. I mean, I can't wait, actually. You know, I haven't had a chance to go out there and see it yet, but it looks really cool.
Yeah.
You know, something different to get away from the rigmarole of everything, and just have a little bit of act like a kid again. Sometimes we have to let our hair down and just act like a kid. And
I mean,
the
I don't
nice
have to worry
thing
about letting my hair down. So.
Yep. Neither does Larry. That's why he's going to wear his Weedos. We can't wait to see it. Christian, he's got a pair of Weedos too, but he's not going to wear them. I know he won't. Larry's going to wear them. Christian, he might not wear them. But we got to get him a cam over here so y'all can see our ones and twos over here. So, all right, cool. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. I know it's a little mellow tonight. Larry's not here to fire it up, but I've been kind of trying to keep it even keel till he gets back. He'll be back here on the 10th, and then we're going to go hard, and we're going to have usually like 2 or 3 guests a night coming on. And so I've been trying to take it easy, so I can just keep one good guest an evening to keep our show going. But I definitely appreciate you coming out and letting us know all about you and how we can find you. And I think you guys should give him a call. It sounds like he definitely has his stuff together. He's got a great concept. And so is SOAR are you part of SOAR?
So that's actually some of my business partners that I partnered up
Okay.
with. So they actually own the training school, and then we also own another PI firm.
Oh,
So,
okay. Yeah, well, he definitely has his hands in all the right pots. So, I mean, if you guys need to know someone that's knowledgeable and definitely is trained and is staying on the beat of the current stuff, sounds like you're that person. So definitely give him a call. Henrickson Security and Compliance. Y'all can go out and check him out on Saturday, June 22nd, 11 a.m. to 3 out at the SOAR Training Center at 2334 Northmore Avenue, Building B in Moore. And go up there and you can get more details up on his Facebook page. But thank you so much for coming in, and come back again another time. Let's get you back out here later on. Let's see how it goes. We were just talking about the growth in our industry. So hopefully about 6 months you might not even can come because it's just going to be just so crazy busy.
Oh, I'll definitely make the time. I appreciate you guys letting me come out and join you all on the show. I've been watching a little bit of the show, and I enjoy it. So
yeah. We're trying to do something different. We air Wednesday through Sundays, and we're trying to bring something that's unique and different, not just in Oklahoma, but because nobody else does it anywhere. And we actually are out on the Cannabis Network Media, where there's over 300,000 followers. So you're being seen on the east, west, south, north side, everywhere. So hello to everybody if you're not from Oklahoma. This is going down in Oklahoma. We are doing it big here in our state. So we're real excited to be trend setting. We've got one of the best laws that were ever passed with 788 as far as opportunities for entrepreneurism here in our state, and people are having a great time. We're all having a great time, and we're able to get a lot of people their medication and seeing a lot of great miracles, and you know, it's been great. So thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night.